Hey everyone, welcome back to Poplar Preparedness. This is your midweek update. Checked out some stores for you. I didn't want to check out stores over the holiday weekend and over the holidays because that just seemed unfair. So we're starting to try to figure out where we landed after the holiday because, of course, with the holiday shopping, there were obviously going to be bare shelves and such like that just due to restocking issues and just craziness in general, right? I don't want to mislead anyone, and I try to want to give as much accurate information as possible. So I kind of took the last week off, partially because it was nice to purge from not going to Walmart. But on the other hand, it also just didn't seem like it would be useful or accurate information if I were to just pick out random times during a holiday weekend like that and try to make that as if it's what's going on. But we are out of the holiday weekend. It looks like the stores have been restocked, and we're going to start kind of get a baseline for where we are now. Generally speaking, it looks like the Walmarts are relatively better stocked. However, there have been some very noticeable changes at my Walmart. Both Walmarts I've been to recently have actually shortened the aisle. I'll have a picture of that. They didn't. It didn't look like they expanded the aisles in between, but what they did was they just made the aisles shorter. They just took off both ends. They took some space off both ends. You can kind of see on the ground where they were, and I was just like, this just looks weird. So there's still shortages and there's still holes in their stock, but you have to realize they just took maybe 6 to 8 feet off of each of the food shelves, that's a big space, right? So let's get right into the pictures and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so first off, here's Sam's Club for you. This is the rice aisle, the rice section. You'll say that's instant rice. Yes, that's all they have at Sam's Club is instant rice. They don't even have a bay for it. It's not a restocking issue. It's just they didn't have it, so they just kind of moved other things into those places and pretended like they never carried rice before. Flour section. There's your flour section. For most of you who've been to Sam's Club or such like that, this is not how the flour section usually looks. They do not have the 25 pounders and then the 10 pounders, and that's it. Normally they have more options there, but right now that's what we're down to. And even the 25 pounders seem pretty. Now, of course, like I said, we're coming out of the holiday weekend, so we don't want to be too judgy based on that. But rice and flour not looking all that great. Okay, so let's flip over to Dollar Trees. Dollar Trees, the last couple days have looked crazy, and that's understandable. They said that they're going to jack up their prices 25% in the next few weeks. They said that the price conversion is going to be rolled out nationwide by the first quarter. So, parsing the CEO's words exactly, it means that they're going to roll out the $1.25 price point by January 1st, technically speaking. Now, whether they're actually going to pull that off or not, who knows? But I was at 2 different Dollar Trees, and they both look like madhouses. This is what the shelves look like. There were more employees than I've ever seen at Dollar Trees running around frantically trying to restock. So I don't know how much they have in the back, but going around the store, it's just like empty shelves, whole sections empty, a whole bunch of product that I'm used to seeing there, just not there, and just craziness in general. There's lots and lots of people and not all that much stock. It's disappearing fast. So if you're planning on jumping out to the Dollar Tree and grabbing stuff before it all disappears or before it all gets jacked up in price, you might need to get out there sooner rather than later. Now, this was the toy section. The Dollar Tree toy section was just like gone, like wiped out, just nothing there. So, okay, so I went to a shoe store. All they sell is shoes, nothing else. And this is what I was seeing. It's just they're supposed to have shoes on those shelves. This is all they sell. They don't sell other things. if they can't get it, that's not good. Okay, on to the Wally Worlds. So fruit sections still looking very picked over, lots of holes. I didn't get out and measure to see if they actually made the shelves, the aisles wider too. I couldn't tell. Maybe they did. They definitely changed the floor, and they definitely made the shelves shorter. So there's that. It looks like they got coffee creamer back on the shelves. The frozen food section actually looked pretty good. The meat section looked okay. They had turkeys. They had, generally, they seem to be relatively well stocked on those sections. Rice looks pretty good. You have rice there. Is it a little thin? Yeah. Could it be just a restocking issue over the course of a day? Possibly. I did not see too much of an issue at the other Walmart either. So now here's what I'm talking about. This did not used to be this wide. And I tried taking a picture the other direction, but there were people there. But they shortened this aisle by 4 feet, I think. They just moved all those shelves to the left and just shortened everything and made that aisle wider. This is like a main thoroughfare, okay? So, craziness. And yet, I'm still seeing pretty big holes on the shelves. Here's in the baked beans section, in case you need some baked beans. They restocked the chicken, so there's that. But if you're looking to get chicken, please consider going on the Walmart website and buying the 12 packs, because it's like $1.68 per can there. Whereas if you're buying the 1s and the 4 packs and stuff like that, you're paying a whole lot more. So if you're going to need at least 12 cans, you might as well look at the possibility of buying 2 12 packs on Walmart.com, and they come to be like $19.44 for a 12 pack. You do the math, but much cheaper that way. Spam has come back into style. It's back on the shelves. I mean, you having different flavors again. So things are looking good that way. You're still not seeing Keystone like beef or Keystone pork, but Keystone chicken's on the shelf. But you know that's a given anyway. Not really seeing roast beef, like Great Value roast beef. That seems to be mostly gone there too. Pasta section looked ransacked. Sugar is back on the shelf. Seems to be pretty good. We'll see how that holds out. Flour section at Walmart's. We're back to whatever this is. I guess just limited variety, I guess. But there's flour there, and the other one had flour too. Both of them, their Gatorade sections still look like it has for the last number of months. But if you can see the Gatorade stacked on the bottom shelves, that kind of tells me at least at one point in the last week or two, they basically restocked the whole shelf. So I think they used the weekend to kind of get caught up, maybe, the holidays. We'll see. Juice section still looking like it has for the last several months. Just where's all the juice? Cream cheese still not restocked. It's still just huge gaps. Just cream cheese is as cream cheese was. Juice section has actually bounced back pretty good. But then again, I think, and I can't say definitively, I think it's smaller than it used to be. But it's there. So energy drinks have looked like this for a while. Like I'm sorry, this is a bad fuzzy picture. I was walking by when I snapped the photo. You got your Starbucks canned coffees and stuff like that, and your energy drinks. Those have just been very sparse. Paper plates still haven't restocked those. And your canned cat food is just MIA. Just not there. It did look like Aldi had restocked their canned cat food and canned dog food, so Aldi might be a better place for you right now. I don't know if your cats and dogs would be okay with that stuff, and here's Aldi for you. Their canned fruit section, super small, but they do have applesauce back again. So there's that. Their mashed potatoes have been disappearing. Their store brand mashed potato packets gone, just not even there. There's a spot for them right there. See, right there, that 59-cent one, but that's pepperoni there, not mashed potatoes. So, and then of course the mashed potatoes that are there are pretty thin, right? So that's what I got for you. That's kind of what I'm seeing here in the Pittsburgh area. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are seeing at other places, and we will get through all this and just keep stocking up as best you can for yourself and for the people that you care about. Steve Poplar, out.